Good morning, everyone. We are back, and I apologize. We have been gone for a week when it comes to our weigh-in and our check-in pages. So, y'all, I'm not going to make any excuse. My daughter and I have been running around like chickens with our heads cut off. Literally doing Amazon Flex, Instacart deliveries, and Uber Eats deliveries. And it has been an eye-opener, and it's been tiring. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't jinx myself, and we are back on track. So, we are doing our menu for this week. I'm just going to forfeit what I did for my menu last week because I didn't honestly write it down, and I was just going and going and going. And by the time we get at home, I'm ready to pass out and go to sleep, y'all. I've been helping her with that. I've been helping her with taking care and watching the baby while we're out as well, and all of that. So, my menu this week is super simple, super easy, and super boring. But it's going to keep me on track. It's going to keep me from having to be in the kitchen for hours and hours on end. It's just going to be what it is. So I start on Tuesdays. So this Monday up here will be for next week, next Monday. And I have a Tuesday start. So I made chili last night. I flipped the script on my kids and decided to make something different for my children and went off their meal plan just one day. And I made some chili. So with that being said, chili is what's going to be on the menu for me for dinner tonight. However, if you see in the breakfast and lunch categories, you will see just a line all the way down with the letters MRS, which is Meal Replacement Shake. This week, I am going to try something a little new. I'm not going to do this every single week because this girl over here does need to eat some breakfast and lunches. But I've not been really feeling all that hungry for breakfast and lunch. And if I eat breakfast and we're out doing Instacart, I just want to roll over and sleep. I get my belly full and I want to go to bed. And I can't be doing that. So, just for this week only, all the way until next Monday, because again, my starts on Tuesday, I am doing meal replacement shakes for breakfast and lunch. It's super simple, super easy, getting it out of the way. Now, my breakfast meal replacement shakes for breakfast and lunch, and they consist of 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, which cost me 1 point, and my Slim Fast Royal Chocolate Powder Shake, 1 scoop for that. And it is the diabetic version, and I'll explain why that's the diabetic version here in just a moment. So, between that and the powder mixed together cost me 3 points per shake. So 3 points in the morning, every morning this week until next Monday, and then my schedule will flip on Tuesday again, and I'll have a different menu plan for you, and the same thing for lunch as well. So super simple, super boring, super easy, done and out of the way. Takes me less than 2 minutes to make. So why am I using the diabetic powder? Because I need to lower my sugar intake, y'all. I really do. I think sugar has been affecting me kind of weirdly, and not in a good way. It produces a crash for me in the afternoon, making me just want to fall asleep, and I don't have time to do that. With going around with my daughter and helping her, and all the things we're doing, I don't have time to lay down and take a nap right now. So with that being said, we're going to just try this out for this week. It's not going to be an every week thing. It's not going to be an every deal when it comes to breakfast and lunch for every day either. But we're trying this out just to see if it can lower some of my issues with sugar. Now, update, my WW points have changed in a good positive way. You may not think so, because I went from 28 points a day to 19 points a day, and I know that sounds like a drastic crash in points, and honestly it is. However, that point system was not working well for me. A lot of the foods that I love, a lot of the fruits were not 0 points. My whole wheat pasta was not 0 points. My potatoes were not 0 points, and I'm going, whoa, hold on here, that's not working right. So I recalculated, and you're allowed to recalculate on WW. They expect you to stay on it for about 2 weeks to see if you actually settle into it, but if it doesn't work for you, you can change. But you can change at any time, y'all. It's in the WW app. It's super simple to do. So with that being said, I'm down to 19 points. I think this is going to work a lot better for me because I absolutely am a carb fanatic, and I am allowed now my potatoes for free. I am allowed my whole wheat pasta in moderation for free and a couple extra things. So a lot of my fruits have gone down to 0 points. I also noticed that it showed diabetic in my WW app, which was a mistake. I am not diabetic, but I am borderline diabetic. And I want to reduce my sugar because the last thing I want to do is have my AC1 go up, showing that I am crossed the border and have become diabetic. And that's not going to happen. I'm not going to allow it to happen. So, with that being said, chili for me, and I'm speaking of dinners because as you see, my snacks are all going to be fruit, all going to be free fruit for me. Breakfast and lunch are all going to be 3 points per meal for breakfast, 3 points for lunch. And over here on the left-hand side is my point values that I put in myself. And I think I'm going to create a WW sheet because this is not set up for that, and I'm all over the place on it. So, I apologize. So, let's talk about chili. My chili's costing me 1 point, y'all. Before changing and going to a different WW point plan on WW and recalculating, my beans were not even free, y'all. And I love black beans, and I love kidney beans, and I love any kind of bean except for navy beans and black eyed peas. I don't like those either. But with that being said, my chili is only going to cost me 1 point. And the reason for that is red kidney beans for half a cup or even a quarter cup was 1 point. My chili consists, it's meat free. I could put an option to put 99% lean ground turkey in for 0 points or the 90% lean ground turkey for 4 points, but I've decided to leave it meat free. My chili only consists of fresh onion, red beans, red kidney beans, black beans, diced tomatoes, and tomato sauce, and then chili powder. Now, again, if I use 99% lean ground turkey, it would be 0 points, and I can have up to 4 ounces at a time. That's a protein I may add in at a later time. So I'm going to do that next Monday. I'm going to freeze a portion tonight, and then I'm also going to do that for dinner tonight. And then, of course, that would be 2 days. That would be next Monday and this today, which is Tuesday. I'm also going to have unstuffed peppers twice. Y'all, that's going to cost me 4 points. And how I do that is I just take my 90% lean ground turkey, because right now I don't have 99 yet, but I do have 90% lean. 4 ounces of 90% lean gives me 4 points. With that, I just throw that in a pan. In fact, I will throw probably 8 ounces in there. That way I can have it over 2 days. I can split it in half once it's fully cooked. So that would just really quickly help me meal prep faster too. But with my unstuffed green peppers, what I do is I dice up my green peppers, 1 cup, throw it into my pan. I dice up my onions. I only use a quarter cup for onions. Throw that in the pan. Diced tomatoes, I use approximately half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. That is also free. And my tomato sauce, I throw in an entire cup. That is also free. I will also throw in some beef broth. Now, the reason I do that, which is also free for me, the Swanson low sodium beef broth, is for the fact that if you don't like ground turkey or you got kiddos that are kind of picky, you can use that when you cook your ground turkey, and it literally changes the taste to make it taste like ground beef. And my daughter told me about that little hack, and it has worked really well in our house, especially for 2 of my kiddos that aren't really too big on ground turkey. Once I put the beef broth in there, they actually liked it, and it tastes like ground beef. But you get it for a cheaper price because ground turkey is cheaper, especially right now, than ground beef is. So I do all that, I render it all down, and then I'll use half for one meal for dinner and half for the next day for dinner as well. Again, that's only 4 points for those items. And remember, all my snacks are going to be free this week as well. So after I do that for 2 days, then I am going to make a grilled chicken salad. Big, huge salad, I should say. The only reason it's going to cost me 2 points is because I am going to use fat-free shredded Kraft cheese. A quarter cup of that on top of a salad is actually going to cost me 2 points. Now, all the vegetables that I add in there are going to be 0 points, y'all. The 4 ounces of grilled chicken that I will actually add to that, a boneless, skinless grilled chicken that I'll have on there, is also free. The only thing that I said was going to cost me the points is the fat-free shredded cheese. It's mild shredded cheese, mild cheddar. Even the salad dressing is going to be 0 points. Now, y'all, I use Skinny Girl dressings. If you look on the back of those bottles, they range anywhere, depending on which dressing you use, from 5 calories per 2 tablespoons up to 15 calories per 2 tablespoons. So I do have the ranch, if I choose that. I do have the vinaigrette dressing, which is probably what I'll use, one of my vinaigrette dressings, and things like that. So look in your salad dressing aisles, because that is so much lower in calories than things like Hidden Valley Ranch and things like that are anywhere from 90 to 120 calories per 2 tablespoons. Mine's anywhere from 5 to 15 calories per 2 tablespoons. And again, that's Skinny Girl dressing. I get it at, bumping my camera. I get it at Walmart. So that's what we have for that. And then for 2 days this week, I'm going to do turkey tacos. The 2 points are going to be for my tortillas. The meat's going to be, I'm going to go ahead and get some 99% lean ground turkey so that I don't have to have any kind of point value for that. So it'll be free. All the veggies will be free. My tortillas are 1 point a piece. So, and they're going to be small tortillas, y'all. Now, if I find that I'm hungry at all during this time, I'm going to refer back to 0 point foods, and that's what I'll snack on in between meals and things like that, or add to my meals. I've got a lot of vegetables that are free, a lot of fruits that are free, and things like that. So that'll keep me on track. So again, my point value now is 19 points per day. And if you can see over here to the left-hand side, on the side here, I do have all my points for the total day, and they're super duper duper low. So that's what I have for that. Now, I am going to go away from coffee for a little bit too as well, which is really hard for me to do. I'm cutting cold turkey. I will be drinking some hot tea, but we're going to see if reducing a lot of my sugar helps me feel better as well. I do know that fresh fruit does have natural sugar in there as well. That's why I'm limiting it to 1 piece per day. Or my grapes, I can have up to 15 grapes. That's it. All right, my tracker. Now, I am not going to go ahead and do what I was going to do. For every heart that I colored in, I was going to save $5 because I have another tracker coming on board today that I'd like to share with you. So, 7 days. Look at y'all. I did it. 7 days consecutively. So, that's what I've done. I'm going to use this tracker just to make sure that I am on track with my steps. And y'all, working around my daughter, doing Instacart deliveries, going into stores, shopping the order is a lot of work. Y'all, it's a lot of steps. Amazon Flex is not so many steps because I sit in the car with my grandson while she's putting the packages on the porches. However, oh my gosh, Instacart is. So, I have really been on track, 7 days strong, and I'm hoping to continue that as well. So, there's that. I'll show you the new tracker here in just a minute. Let's go to my weigh-in. I haven't weighed in with you guys for 2 weeks, but I have weighed in, just not with y'all. So, I'm hoping I am back on track with this, y'all. My fingers are crossed. So, we started this weight journey loss on June 26th, and today is July 26th, so we are literally 1 month in. Now, with this is not just lose the weight and then go off plan. This is going to be a lifestyle change for me. I have gone from vegan to vegetarian, from vegetarian back to somewhat of a normal returning diet plan. There are some things still I will not eat. I don't eat pork. I don't eat any kind of ocean animal whatsoever. I rarely ever eat beef. I'll try to flip it and either use black beans or ground turkey. Now, I will eat turkey and chicken, and that's probably going to be the extent of my meals. So, that's about all the meat I'm going to be able to handle, period. With that being said, a lot of things has changed with my meal planning now that I'm doing this. So, on June 26th, I was at 217 pounds. As of today, July 26th, I'm down to 210. My goal weight is to get between 115 and 120, maybe 125 top out. Now, before you think, oh my gosh, she's going to look like a Barbie doll, that's not true. I used to be very athletic when I was younger, when I still had vision. I did a lot of sports in my life, and I don't have a small frame when it comes to bones, but I have a medium frame. I am only 5'1.5". All my paperwork will tell you I'm 5'2". I think it's because I had shoes on when they measured me, but I'm 5'1.5", and my normal body weight should be anywhere between 115 and 138. So I'm okay to stay in a range between 115 and 125. I don't squawk if the scale goes up or down. It doesn't freak me out. It's not a fast thing that's going to happen. It's something that's going to have to happen slow. Putting on weight, you can do fast. Taking it off, you cannot. Not in a healthy way. So that's my spiel on the weight. So I have lost a total of 7 pounds in 1 month. I would like to raise that to 10 pounds per month at like 2.5 pounds per week. But it is what it is. My body's going to do what it wants to do. I'm 45. My hormones are going to be switching and changing. Hopefully I hit menopause soon. The full bit. So that's what we have. And they say as you get older, it is harder to lose weight. And that is like no joke. So let's move into our last and final tracker. And I love this one, y'all. This was made by Cheryl over at Making Money Moves. So go visit her channel, Making Money Moves, here on YouTube. Go over to her shop. She just recently opened on Etsy, which is also Making Money Moves. Y'all, you'll love these. She has just put up so many new trackers, and they're easy to follow. Super duper reasonably priced. Like, I love it. This tracker I am going to use as my pay tracker for myself. Every time I am down 1 pound, I'm going to pay myself $5. I'm going to put it in an envelope. That's going to go towards my new wardrobe. Now, I do everything at home. So there's no need for me to go and get work clothes and things like that. Everything's done at home. I can do everything I need to through either my phone or my computer. So I'm good there. I wear a lot of athletic wear. It's pretty much what I live in. If it's sweat shorts, if it's t-shirts, if it's tank tops, pajama pants, leggings, you name it, that's what I have in my closet. That's what I enjoy. That's what I love. That's what I like. And y'all, it's pretty cheap. I love my Hanes pullover hoodies. I love my zip up Hanes jackets, my Hanes sweatshirts. I love all my Adidas wear. I love it all. I even have sweat shorts, y'all. I have like a ton of them. So my goal is to get a new wardrobe. I have not had one in so long. As many of us moms, as soon as we have kids, everything goes to taking care of the kids, and we kind of neglect ourselves. So that's not going to happen. I'm going to work my way down, and as I work down, I will buy smaller sizes, and that is my goal. So I put down here at the bottom my start date. My goal down here is for me to lose 12 pounds in the next 6 weeks. I'm using each one of these scales as to represent each week. So instead of representing days or something like that, this tracker is for 6 weeks, a month and a half. I'm hoping to lose 12 pounds in that time. That'll put me under 200 pounds finally. And at the end of it, it has a total down here on how much weight that you've lost. And I love that idea as well. So every 6 weeks, you'll see a new tracker. I'll have to reprint it over and over again, which is the fantastic thing about it is I did buy it from Miss Cheryl on Etsy, on her shop, Making Money Moves. And I can reprint it over and over for free because I've bought it. So super excited to throw this into the mix. And thank you, Cheryl, for creating this because I really do like it. And because there's only 6 scales, y'all, I don't have to go, oh, I've got to lose 300 pounds within a certain amount of time. Nah, I can lose 20 pounds in a 6 weeks period. I could lose 5 pounds in a 6 week period. There is no true number that I should set. I just have a goal of trying to get down 12 pounds in the next 6 weeks. So that's what I have for you today. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas for me, leave them in the comment section down below, and we will catch you in the next video. Till then, Without Limits Budgets is out.